Hello everybody, my name is Juunibug, and if we haven't met before, I'm Juunibug, and if we have met before, I'm still Juunibug. Welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, hello, welcome. Please make yourself at home, except don't make yourself too comfortable because I get really nervous when people come over, okay? So this video idea came to me in a dream in my jet lag state of mind, but I thought, you know what, if you know anything about me, I am a simp. And sometimes my choice of fictional man doesn't make sense. I've talked about it on stream. I like fictional fuckboys, but sometimes that doesn't really translate to real life. If pretty much ever, I don't really want to date Sephiroth if he was real, although I mean, if he put a meteor on top of my head, just let it happen. If you see Kuja casting Ultima right over my head, I'm right where I want to be. Just let it happen. Don't bother me. Today, I thought I would talk about 5 Final Fantasy men that I would realistically marry. These are not gonna be in any type of ranked order, but just characters that I think would make good husbands and good partners. If you'd like me to make a Final Fantasy wife edition, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe and tell me about your favorite Final Fantasy husbando or waifu. And by the way, I have only played Final Fantasies 1 through 10, not including 7 Remake or Rebirth, and I played Final Fantasy 14, so please forgive me if your favorite from 12, 13, 11, 16, or 15 is not on this list. I will get to those eventually. Number 1, we're gonna start off with one that I think is quite obvious. I think Zack Fair from Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, I reckon, would be a great husband. He's a golden retriever, and as a bi woman, we are kind of known for gravitating towards very nerdy golden retriever-like boys. I can attest to it as somebody who is going to marry a golden retriever gamer nerdy boyfriend. Well, I guess he's my fiance now. But seriously, Zack gave me all the warm fuzzies seeing the way that he interacted with Aerith. Even finding out that Aerith's pink bow is from Zack, it just, oh, it warms my heart. He bought the pink ribbon! Shut up!
Thank you.
That's what she gets, the pink ribbon. It has lore. And not even to mention, like, he's really supportive of her. Like, he's just very lovey-dovey with her, and he's also very dedicated to his job, so you just know that he will bring in the money to make sure that he can provide for his family, for his wife. And not even that, he's also loyal to his friends. He makes fast friends with Cloud and, you know, me Gungaga, ha 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 type of thing, but he even goes out to risk his life and limb to bring Cloud back from Nibelheim after all of the Nibelheim incident went down. He was willing to risk his life for this, to stop Sephiroth, and he was always like very encouraging to Cloud too, so you just know he's a good friend. Before he dies, he's thinking about Aerith, and oh my gosh. So I think Zack would be a great husband, and Aerith was so lucky to date him, in my opinion. I get like jealous of both of them because I'd want to marry either of them, let's be real. Number 2, Adalbert Steiner from Final Fantasy IX. Steiner, he just kind of came quickly out of nowhere to me when I started playing 9. I just loved his design from the get-go, but I don't know, there's just something about him. I like that he's a little bit of a hardhead, and he goes through all this growth and development of, you know, questioning his ways of what he thought was right and what he thought was wrong, bending the rules a little bit. But if there's one thing he's devoted and he's loyal, and that is something that I like. I think a lot of you guys probably appreciate that type of thing too. Like, I just think he's so handsome, and, you know, he's very caring towards Garnet, and even towards the end of the game, he's willing to risk his life for Zidane. And he takes such good care of Vivi, and he's so caring towards Beatrix. Like, I just love him so much, and I think he'd be such a great husband. Like, you could tease him, and it'd be so cute and so fun. You could play pranks on him just to keep yourself entertained, and I think he would probably be like, oh, haha, you're annoying, but also you're, like, adorable, but I don't want to admit. I get those types of vibes. You guys feel me? Number 3, Laguna Loire from Final Fantasy VIII. Oh my god. Okay, I already know. He's technically a husband and a father, but hear me out. Laguna Loire, I know, is a soldier of, what is it, Galbadia? I was gonna say Estar. Laguna Loire is already a soldier, but let me tell you, when I see that man, anytime I did the dream sequence, the thought that kept replaying in my mind over and over again was, damn, I'd go to war for this man. He's just, first of all, he's so hot, he's so cute, and the way that he gets so nervous around Julia in the flashback is just so precious to me. I love a man that, you know, thinks so highly of me that he gets a little bit nervous, you know what I'm saying? He's such a good uncle to Alone, he's a good friend to Kiros and Ward, and, you know, he takes care of the town that he's from, and his ambitions change from wanting to be a writer that publishes his adventures to magazines to just settling down to take care of his wife. And I know that things just kind of go off the rails when Alone gets kidnapped, and it's very, very sad and tragic that Rain passes away. Man, this man has a tragic story, but he's just so positive and he just keeps going, so you just know that he's resilient and will bounce back from anything life throws at him. And he's got a lot of love to give. Like, you could just feel it, you could see it. Like, he's just such a positive character that I feel like it would just make you want to be a better person, not because he's like telling you what to do, but I feel like he would just bring out the best in you, you know?
Maybe I ought to try that look next.
Number 4, Estinian Wormblood from Final Fantasy XIV. So, I don't know if other people would agree with me. I'm such an Estinian simp, clearly. Let me break out my Estinian body pillow to let you guys know what's going on. I did have a Laguna one, but whatever. I did not really love Estinian at first. Harshafont was actually my first love, and then unfortunately things happened.
Emotional, damn it!
And I kind of became a widow very early on into my Final Fantasy XIV journey, haha. But what I would say is that I get this vibe from Estinian that he's quite awkward. I don't think he's good at picking up on social cues in big groups of people.
Would someone mind explaining what is going on?
But I think on an individual level, I think he's very caring and he worries a lot. And I really, really like that, and it touches my heart so much. I feel like because he's so practical that he doesn't really blow things out of proportion too much. Like, is this a reach? I don't really know, but this is just the vibe that I get from Estinian and the way that, you know, he shows his love towards Alphino and feeling like a big brother, especially after losing his family. And even in Endwalker, when you choose the option to invite somebody over to your room or whoever's knocking, the way he comes in and just explains, I don't really understand what the hell is going on, but I am there for you. I support you. I am here to help. And even going to Alphino's house to have tea with his mom, you know, he was like, God, I'm not good at this. This is so uncomfortable, but he did it to make Alphino happy and to also feel that connection of family again. And I can just imagine him being like this, like more of a private, affectionate husband rather than super big displays, which is totally fine with me. I'm frankly not a PDA person. Like, I'm really awkward too, so I feel like I relate to Estinian, and I think that's why he would make a good husband to me. I feel like everybody might think like Graha or maybe like Thancred would be good husbands, and I would agree with that too, but I think for me, on a personal level, Estinian is the one for me.
I am ever grateful.
And last but not least, I have Cecil Harvey from Final Fantasy IV. So I know Cecil, again, he is technically a husband already, but the way that I see Cecil, and it's kind of hard because Kane Highwind is one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters, but at least, I don't think at the moment and during the story he would necessarily be the best partner to have, but I would still love him because he's a bad boy. But Cecil, on the other hand, you can tell he has a very good heart and really does want to do the right thing. And he wants to do right by Rosa, not to necessarily seek her approval, but just to be a good person for her so he can take care of her and show his love for her. And I think that's a really big thing, you know? Like, Cecil reflects a lot on his actions and what it means to be a Dark Knight, so, you know, he wants to change because he knows that it's wrong to hurt innocent people, especially in the quest for more power for Baron. But at the same time, he does that because he's a good person, and I think that translates to the way that he treats Rosa and also the people around him. Even though Kane Highwind does all of his little fuckboy shit, to put it lightly. Obviously, I know there's a lot of nuance in this story. I'm a Kane Highwind girl, you don't have to tell me, I know. I'm just abbreviating before anybody goes in the comments like, he has a deep story. I know already, okay? Cecil, you know, like, he's a good friend to Kane, even though Kane does all these things that would make people turn on him. Quite understandably so. And even Rosa is very forgiving and kind. So I think that Cecil would be a good person to be around. Somebody that would take care of you and somebody that loves you from the bottom of his heart and wants to take care of you, wants to make sure that he's the best version of himself he can be so he can, you know, make your life better and just live a happy life. Alright, so that was my 5 Final Fantasy husbando list of men that I would marry. That was quite redundant. But I hope that you enjoyed it. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you like more little silly videos like this, please let me also know in the comments as well. I love talking about Final Fantasy. It is just one of my favorite game series of all time right now. So I'm always down to chat about it and connect with it. And if you'd like to follow me on my Twitch channel, I am here on twitch.tv/juunibug. We'd love to have you and we love meeting new people in our community. We get a little bit silly, but we also cry and we do a bunch of stuff. And by stuff, just play games and poop.
Semnus, don't!
So yeah, thank you guys again for watching. Love you, care you. Have a good rest of your time zone. Bye-bye!